What's crackin', and welcome to Disney Dreamlight Valley. I'm cozyceto, and I'm so happy you're here for the first episode of Decoding Dreamsnaps. This series will have tips for players both new and experienced, and each episode will offer a different look into all of the things that make a 4K submission. Today's first episode will focus on lighting and special lighting effects, broken into two parts as follows. Part 1 will focus on lighting basics. These are some generalized tips that can help improve your photo quality, brighten your shot, and even improve your rankings in major ways. I will show you lots of shots that implement the tricks I'm telling you and earned 4,000 moonstones in rewarding so you can see how these small changes can make a huge difference. Part 2 will focus on the more sensitive details and lighting effects. These are the more advanced pieces that can add extra layers and unique variations to your shot. I am so excited to spill the tea to the sea of knowledge and fill you in on how you too can decode dream snaps and improve your rankings. Without further ado, let's dive in. The basics of perfect lighting in Dreamlight Valley consist of your location, your timing, and your placed lighting items. These are the pillars of lighting no matter where you take your shot or when, and the mastery of these concepts may seem simple, but can truly take a lot of trial and error, so don't get too frustrated if the first few attempts take a lot of tweaking and adjusting. Location plays a ginormous factor into your lighting in Dreamlight Valley because of the differences of tints from biome to biome, as well as the stark differences between indoor and outdoor lighting. Where you take your shot will have such a profound impact that I fully suggest considering your location for lighting purposes rather than the usual environmental backdrops, because foliage and buildings can mask almost any odd location choice if you choose the best spot for the best lighting. Biome differences can be things like the sunlit plateau offering a more warm golden lighting that highly flatters golden metallics and warm colors, especially as the day slinks into sunset. I captured that here in my Make It Camp submission. This one earned 4K and rank 1,884 in voting. Now over in the Frosted Heights, you can experience a brighter lighting effect thanks to the more blue tones that complement chromatic touches and cooler colors. Over in the Forgotten Lands, you can see the dreamy vignette muddling the border of your snap for an intense, mysterious tone. I made the most out of that in this past spooky season in snaps like my Pumpkin Royalty one that earned 4K and rank 9,997 that week. The second major factor in your lighting is the timing of your shot. This is a multifaceted concept because both the time of day and the time of hour can affect the lighting available in-game. Luckily, the first part is an easy thing to control, regardless of the time you log in, thanks to this handy dandy little slider available over in the graphics menu. It's at the very bottom and it's titled Offset Time of Day. I often move this around when recording or playing just to make my Valley daytime all the time. As you can see, we're at minus 12 hours, which means that we are sitting pretty a little after midnight in real time. This is a nice trick because it only affects visuals and you don't have to worry about anything in the game being messed up as you adjust this setting to get your perfect lighting. I love this one. That one can be utilized to make a sunset at noon or a sunrise at sunset. You can also utilize the slider to adjust how the light comes through your windows indoors, and the sky is the limit with possibilities. I hope you have so much fun finding your new favorite hours to take photos, and this can be so helpful, especially if you find yourself in a complex dream snap shoot where you may miss the lighting you were going for and need to fine-tune your sunlight by an hour. The second part of this is the time of hour, and the most profound impact with that can be seen around sunrise and sunset, though the shadow positioning changes all throughout the day and can change the look of your set completely as well. The second part of this is the time of hour. The most profound impact with this part can be seen around the hours of sunrise and sunset, though shadow positioning is changing all throughout the day and can change the look of your set as well. Unfortunately, though, there is no way to fine-tune the minute-by-minute lighting changes, so if you miss a super specific shadow or lighting, you may need to wait an hour to get it again. I would love to see minute-by-minute lighting scaling in the future, but I do think that is a big ask at the current state of the game and the current state of photo mode overall. I took advantage of the changing shadows minute by minute, most recently in the Fairy Fantasies challenge this week. I don't know that it'll earn 4,000 moonstones for certain, but I am confident and hopeful. I'll link the behind the scenes below so you can see this fine-tuned timing in action. I did need to take the shot frantically a few times, so you will see the live and living colors of how that plays out. The last part can be your biggest part if you choose to take your snap indoors, and that is the placed lighting items in your set. Understanding all of the different light sources available to you can really help you find the perfect lamp or spot of brightness to capture the voter's attention and earn yourself a high rank. Chandeliers, for example, are extremely important to consider when lighting an indoor set because of the brightness they can add. This can create stunning spotlights or add a forward-facing flash effect to your photo. I'm going to show you right now how that forward flash can work. As you can see, my entire front of my character is very nicely lit. Even though I am wearing some darker colors, you can see some nice dynamic detailing in the character design. This can also be seen in my slumber party submission that I entered. I did use the lantern garlands available in Scrooge to create a warm yellow glow on my character, while incorporating the polished chandelier in the back to bring attention to the bed hiding in the background. This snap earned 4,000 moonstones with a rank of 7,001. Additionally, each style of craftable lighting offers a different glow effect in various colors depending on the gems used to create them. Taking advantage of these light sources and their unique ambiance can help you get the exact visuals you want no matter where you choose to build your shot. I've showcased a few of my favorites behind me, including from left to right, the round white lamppost, the lamppost with the yellow light, though I love all of the colors of this one, and the high and low craftable torches. I also love all of the colors, but the high one I have is the blue and the low one is the green. I also like to use consistent fire lighting throughout my snaps for a magical, rustic, or cozy touch. Pairing various of the candle and candelabra lighting items can create a rich, warm glow to your snap, as seen here in my Valley Views submission that earned a rank of 201 and 4,000 moonstones as a reward. I love how the torches and melting candles complement the yellow glow of the lanterns and the deep tones in the sunset. The basics of lighting can take some getting used to and a lot of experimenting to truly feel comfortable with, but it is so worth it to master these elements to make the most of lighting in Dreamsnaps and beyond in the Valley. If you are experienced with these basics and you're looking for some of my favorite personal tips and tricks with lighting to get your rankings up even further, I'll see you over in part 2. In an effort to keep this a reasonable length, here are my top 5 favorite advanced lighting tips and tricks to create even more breathtaking snaps in Dreamlight Valley. The first one is already set up behind me, and it's what I'm going to dub the magical glow effect. In order to do this, you will need some trees and some of the crafted lampposts in whatever color you want to achieve the glow for. This effect can also only be done properly at sunset, so be sure to adjust your slider if needed. You simply hide these lampposts behind the trees and it will create a magical glowing fog. It may take a bit of tweaking to get it just right, but don't give up because I promise the end result is worth it. This is what it looks like from behind and you can see the glow. It looks so pretty. I love it. And I love how it can be utilized to turn your forest into a really magical one. I did use this for the Autumn Magic submission, and it took me all the way to rank 6 for the week. That earned me 4,000 moonstones. Next up, we're checking out another favorite, and that brings us to utilizing weather to upgrade your lighting. Weather in Dreamlight Valley has a few variations, and each dramatically changes the tone of the lighting no matter what time of day it is. Clear weather is the standard and provides bright colorings, while fog provides a hazy glow, especially when paired with candlelight, though it is rare and hard to predict, so this one may be difficult to plan around. Rain can bring a muted tone to your snaps, and rain streaks may be visible, so if you want to avoid the possible visual interruptions, you may want to opt for a clearer weather pattern. Thunderstorms can also appear during rainstorms, and lightning does provide a quick and slight increase in brightness that can be caught for a perfect, dynamic, stormy snap. It is worth noting, however, that in lieu of rain, snow appears in the frosted heights and on the frosted floating island, and can add interesting winter effects to your shots, so they're definitely worth experimenting with if that is something that interests you and fits the theme that you're going for this week. Or any week. Third on the list is a fun one for indoor submissions. The geometric pot lights as seen in the top left and right corners are available in Scrooge's shop and can be utilized to create dynamic spotlights in your indoor submissions. If you're looking for a moody, spooky, or mysterious scene, this can be an amazing way to highlight your scene while keeping a darker ambiance. I used this spotlight effect to my advantage in the Employee of the Month challenge to showcase the plaques on the wall as well as my character. This snap did place top 1000 at rank 954 and brought home 4,000 moonstones. I love how dramatic this shot looks thanks to the special lighting, and I think it adds an eye-grabbing aura to the indoor submissions overall, so I don't think you can go wrong with using this trick. Continuing on, I want to talk about my biggest tip for capturing night shots. Since this episode is all about lighting, it is important to me to discuss how we can brighten your shots but still get that nighttime ambiance. The biggest factor, minute by minute lighting. Right before dawn and right after dusk, there is a sweet spot to capture photos. This window only persists for about 5 minutes near the hour shift, but it allows for brighter lighting with a stunning night sky. This perfect balance can be the difference between a dark, barely visible picture that earns 600 to 900 moonstones and a perfectly crafted night shot that earns 2,500 to 4,000 moonstones or more. I use this fine-tuned timing to capture a mystical candy fairy in her environment for the Sugary Style Challenge, and it earned me a rank of 1,081 and 4,000 moonstones. This shot was taken just moments before sunrise in game, and it was on the 3rd hour I tried, so this trick could definitely take some practicing and some effort and patience to achieve. The last advanced trick that I want to share with you today is the popular blinding lights effect. I believe this was finally popularized by Mr. Star and Sky, but I'd seen the trick circulating on Reddit for some time before that, so I'm unsure of who originally found this effect and started getting it out there into the masses. This one is super simple though, and also requires the craftable lamppost in whatever tint you desire for your background glow, giving you the options from left to right of yellow, red, blue, and green. This trick, however, requires a lot of lampposts and could be grindy to achieve, so be prepared to have enough to cover your entire background for total effect. This one is actually pretty easy and just requires you to line up the lampposts side by side until you cover the section you want to be blinding. The glow on these lampposts extends downwards in a cone that creates a bright blinding light that, when paired with the filter that's fourth in the top row of photo mode, can be stunning. I used this for the Disney Princess Week and scored a nice 4,000 moonstones with the rank of 1,910 for the week. I think there is a lot of creativity to explore with this effect, and it can be utilized in ways big and small to create powerful silhouettes in your background or showcase stunning fashion. Well, there is a ton to unpack there, but I hope you learned something new no matter where you are in your Dream Snaps journey. I love getting to let the curtains down and fill you in on how you too can decode the mysteries of Dream Snaps and land your first or 50th 4,000 Moonstone victory. And while I wish this could be immediate victories for everyone, it may take many weeks of practice and the right stroke of luck with voters to fully seal the deal. Since so much of our final results stem from the voter response, there's unfortunately no end-all be-all answer to 4K other than applying everything you know, all of the tips, tricks, and tools that you have, and creating the best snap week after week. I had so much fun creating this first episode dedicated to lighting, and I can't wait to continue the series with next week's installment that focuses on the camera mode and how you can get the most out of the tools available to you there. From modes to filters to frames, I've got you covered, and that is coming out next Tuesday. I'll see you back here tomorrow first, though, for a cozy yet slightly chaotic reimagining of our typical voting sessions. It's going to be crazy, it's going to be fun, and I can't wait to dig into that and so much more tomorrow, so I will see you there. Until then, toodles!